Imagine leaving your home, crossing an unforgiving ocean, to build a brand new life in an unknown world. Your family survives storms, disease, and starvation. Then one day, you simply disappear. No battle, no bodies, no final message. Just one mysterious word carved into a wooden post. Croatoan, more than 400 years later. The Lost Colony of Roanoke remains one of America's oldest and most haunting mysteries. So what really happened to the 100-plus settlers who vanished without a trace? Because the truth may be stranger than the legend. The late 1500s were an age of exploration. European powers raced to claim new lands across the Atlantic. England wanted its own permanent colony in North America. That mission fell to Sir Walter Raleigh, who sponsored an ambitious settlement on Roanoke Island, located along the coast of present-day North Carolina. The first attempt struggled. Supplies ran low. Relations with some indigenous groups became tense. The colony failed, but England wasn't ready to give up. In 1587, another group of settlers arrived. This time, men, women, children, entire families. Among them was Virginia Dare, the first English child born in the Americas. Everything depended on making this colony succeed. But almost immediately, the settlers faced a serious problem. They desperately needed more supplies. Think about it. Imagine moving to a brand new continent, only to realize you forgot half the groceries. Except there wasn't a grocery store. There wasn't even another town. To save the colony, their governor made a difficult decision, one that would change history forever. Governor John White sailed back to England to gather food, tools, and reinforcements. He expected to return within months. Instead, war between England and Spain erupted. Ships were redirected for military service. White was stranded. 1 year passed, then another, then another. It wasn't until 1590, 3 long years later, that he finally returned to Roanoke. He expected relief, celebration, families reunited. Instead, he found silence. The settlement was completely abandoned. Homes had been carefully dismantled. No signs of violence, no graves, no skeletons. Only one clue remained. The word Croatoan carved into a wooden post. Nearby, 3 letters were carved into a tree. K-R-O, that was all. Who or what was Croatoan? And why was it the only message left behind?
White searched desperately. But storms forced his ships away before he could investigate nearby Croatoan Island. He never saw his family again. Over the centuries, historians proposed countless explanations. Bow and arrow emoji, theory 1, they joined the Croatoan people. This is considered one of the strongest possibilities. The Croatoan were a friendly indigenous community. Perhaps the settlers, facing starvation, sought refuge among them. Some later reports described indigenous communities with European features and customs. Could Roanoke settlers have simply blended into another culture? Possibly. But definitive proof has never been found. Crossed swords emoji, theory 2, conflict. Others believe the colonists may have been attacked by hostile groups or rival European forces. However, archaeologists found little evidence of a violent battle. The settlement appeared intentionally dismantled. Not destroyed? Ear of rice emoji, theory 3, disease and starvation. Food shortages plagued early colonies. Perhaps the settlers attempted to relocate in search of survival. If so, they may never have reached safety. Imagine waiting 3 years to return to your family, only to find your home empty, and one mysterious word carved into wood. What would your first thought be? Today's archaeologists continue searching. Artifacts discovered on nearby islands suggest some settlers may have moved inland. Maps from the 1500s have revealed hidden symbols. Excavations continue to uncover clues. Every discovery adds another piece to the puzzle. Yet no single discovery has solved it. Instead, each answer seems to create even more questions. And perhaps that's exactly why the mystery has survived for over 4 centuries. Because uncertainty has a way of outliving certainty. The Lost Colony isn't simply about people disappearing. It's about hope, courage, survival, and the unknown. The settlers crossed an ocean seeking a better future. Instead, they became part of one of America's oldest mysteries. Their story reminds us how difficult survival was in the early days of exploration. History often remembers great victories. But sometimes, its greatest lessons come from unanswered questions. Think about this: would it be more comforting to know the truth, even if it were tragic? Or is mystery itself what keeps this story alive? More than 4 centuries have passed. Empires have risen and fallen. Technology has transformed the world. Yet the fate of Roanoke remains unknown. Somewhere beneath forests, rivers, or forgotten settlements, the final chapter may still be waiting. Until then, the Lost Colony of Roanoke continues to remind us that history doesn't always leave clear answers. Sometimes, it leaves mysteries. And if you think one missing colony is unbelievable, wait until you see the mystery of an entire passenger jet that disappeared in the modern age. Right pointing finger emoji, click the video on your screen now to watch MH370, the greatest aviation mystery ever solved. Discover how a Boeing 777 carrying 239 people vanished without a trace. And why investigators are still searching for answers. Trust me, that story is just as astonishing.